Welcome back, Scott Robison here. Just wanted to give you a quick update on what happened today with my scammer, Mr. Raymond. After I posted my last update a little bit after midnight last night, although I still called it a Sunday update, I sent him an email as I indicated I would to Mr. Raymond from Stan Wojciechowicz. I have postponed writing this email for 6 hours because I have a sick feeling in the pit of my stomach due to what I have to tell you. I went to a local Walmart here in Connecticut with my receipt to see what could be done about the $150 I sent. As it turns out, the receipt I was given is fake. The cashier who helped me at Walmart committed fraud against me, and now I'm out $160. I told you previously that I don't have any other money until my next retirement check arrives from the New York Police Department on the 5th of May. That's a Thursday here in Connecticut. I realize this was originally supposed to be done within 48 hours, and we are well beyond that window with no hope of me obtaining additional funds for 240 hours. That's 5 times as much time as was originally allocated. I sincerely apologize for wasting so much of your time with this. It's sad when you can no longer trust people. Due to my insolvency, I will not be able to follow through with this. Take care. I'm not sure what I really expected at this point. I thought maybe, I don't know, he would just give up or something, but I forgot who I was dealing with. When I got up this morning, I missed about 16 calls, I think, today. He was very active today trying to get in touch with me. And there was an email waiting for me a little bit after 11 a.m. from Mr. Raymond Wilson. I got your email, and since it is getting to this level, I would like to know how much you are having at hand so that you can deposit in order for the delivery men to have patient till 5th, when you will receive your retirement check. Waiting to hear from you soon, Mr. Raymond Wilson. Which is really sweet of him. I mean, I replied, Mr. Raymond, you're too kind. Thank you so much for even being willing to consider such a thing on my behalf. The reality is that I have about $20 available to me that must last for the next 10 days. Given that transferring money costs about $10, that would only leave me with the ability to send $10. My problem is that I need to be able to buy some groceries over that period of time, so spending it all to try to hold the consignment box is just not possible. Thank you again for making any effort to find a solution. I'm just a stupid old man. And I know a lot of people who would actually agree with that. That is a true statement. He replied, I will not even allow you to send the $20 because that is the last money you are having at hand, so it is just not advised to send, but are you 100% sure that you will be able to send the money by next week Thursday? Because I want to talk to our board of directors to see if they will give you now till that on the 5th that you will get the money to send. I need your immediate response. Well, I mean, he's bending over backwards to help me. He's really just such a sweet person. Sorry, I can't keep a straight face. I replied to him, I'm so blessed to be in contact with a trustworthy and loyal person such as yourself. You've been nothing but helpful, friendly, and courteous in trying to help this stupid old man come up with a solution that will be beneficial to me. Your kindness is overwhelming. I will definitely have $150 next Thursday. Is that even a possibility? If it is, I will obediently and cheerfully send you the $150 next Thursday, the 5th of May. I am a thrifty man. I don't like to waste money as happened at the Utah Walmart, and I don't want that to happen again. It is brave of you to allow any risk to yourself. I feel dirty from the previous fraud committed against me, but your actions are making me feel clean again. Thank you. Reverently yours, Stanley. I was on the phone with a friend of mine, Jonathan, earlier. I was telling him about everything that had led up to this email, before this email I just read. and I was trying to describe to him what I might do to respond at this point. And he suggested trying to fit in something from scouting. So here we go, the scout law. A scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. So I just thought I'd point that out to you. It was a little bit of fun that I had trying to fit all that in. Thank you for the idea, Jonathan. So I waited about an hour, a little over an hour, and I replied to him again. I said, I have an idea that might work. If possible, you could send me $160. I would immediately turn around and send that to Mr. Darwin. As soon as I get the consignment box, I can pay you back. Then we don't have to wait 10 days. Is this possible? And I didn't hear from him right away, so I waited another hour and a half. As I think more about that idea, Mr. Raymond, it isn't good. Obviously, you don't really know me very well at all, and can't really trust that I'd do as I say. I mean, I would, but I can appreciate why you might be hesitant to send me money to use for bringing this to a speedy conclusion. Perhaps this alternative idea is better. You already know and trust Mr. Darwin, obviously. I mean, you certainly wouldn't have me sending Mr. Darwin money if you didn't trust him. Why don't you send money directly to Mr. Darwin on my behalf? Then as soon as the consignment box is delivered, I'll send you the $150 plus expenses. I'm even willing to send you a handsome fee for your assistance. I was thinking perhaps 10% of the total, or $1.25 million. If that does not seem fair, please let me know what percentage you would find acceptable. Thanks. Take care. So I finally, at this point, got a reply. I got your email and I like the idea, but at this time I have no extra cash with me because I just pay my bills, so I'm out of cash right now. So apparently he and I are in the exact same boat. I spent all my money on this trip to Utah. He spent all his money on his bills. This is why he was so anxious last week to get this $150 from me so he could pay his bills, obviously. I replied, I can relate to that. It's so frustrating. Is there any way to get the $150 from the consignment box itself? I'd be willing to split the money 3 or 4 ways just to get this over and done with. This idea you are bringing it's not possible because the consignment box have already been locked and sealed, and you are the only person that have the authority to open when it gets to your doorstep. I advise if you have someone that can help you with the money as soon as you get the consignment box, you will pay the person times double. Beside, you can contact your daughter for her to help you out. I would look forward to hear from you soon, Mr. Raymond Wilson. Now, this is completely new. Just last week, I was being warned, do not talk about this with your daughter. Don't tell anybody. Keep this a secret. It's just between us. I would not like for you to lose out on the opportunity for this money. And, loose lips sink ships. That's not what he said, but I could tell that's what he meant. If he was a little more literate with English, he would have known that was the exact phrase he was looking for. So, but now suddenly, maybe I should ask my daughter for some help. So, I replied, oh, I can talk to someone else about this? I've been working from the understanding that I am not allowed to discuss this with anyone. Okay. I'll see if I can find someone to help me. I'm sure they'll be happy to help once they know the situation. And that is where I have left it. I really don't know how much longer I can keep this up. I earlier today started actively looking for a 12-step program, Scam Baiters Anonymous or something like that, because I have a problem and I'm taking way too much of my time on this. So, anyway, if any of my listeners would like to send me a small contribution, you don't have to send me the whole 150, send me, 10 of you send me $15 each, or 20 of you send me $7.50 each, or a bunch of you could send me pi dollars. It doesn't really matter. Just if you would send me the money, then I can send it to him, and then whoever helps me out will get an equal share of the 12.5 million that I'm supposed to get, because I'm sure this is on the up and up. I mean, he's been so patient. If he were really just a scam artist, he would have given up a long time ago, I'm sure. But in any case, thanks for thanks for watching this. As always, I welcome comments and messages. If you have anything you'd like to say about this, more than happy to listen to it. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.